Hello, potato. Will this week never end? Heck, will this day never end? I think it's a good time for a tea break. And I'm gonna have a tea break that I will very likely regret. And if I do, it's unfortunate because I have another one of these that I will regret later on. But I am once again foolishly moving my way into the world of tinned milk teas. Pocas Taiwan Classic Bubble Tea, artificial flavored brown sugar with tapioca pearls. Now, when I say tapioca pearls, and indeed see little dark pearls on the package, my mind goes, these are the right ones. These are the brown, chewy tapioca pearls, the correct boba, and not those rubbery, awful crystal things that I don't care for. If you like them, great. I don't care for them. But I've yet to come across a canned bubble tea. Bobble? I tried to say boba and bubble at the same time. A canned boba tea that did have the kind of boba that I like in it. So I don't have a ton of confidence here. But this is a brand I've never heard of before. I found it, oddly enough, at Five Below. Five Below has a surprising amount of like import snacks now. I saw stuff that I usually see like at Daiso or import stores. And now Five Below has it. This is 268 calories for the entire can. At least I understand that no one's going to drink half of this and put the rest away. Although it does say to refrigerate after opening, so I guess I understand it's a possibility. It's, we've got 3 grams of protein, 8% of your daily sodium. That seems like a lot for a can of tea. Ingredients, we have water, sugar, starch balls. See, that's, I want to say starch ball is how they refer to the ones that don't care for. Whole milk powder, brown sugar, maltodextrins, black tea powder, artificial brown sugar flavor, sucrose, fatty acid, esters, mono and diglycerides, sodium bicarbonate, salt. So just full on salt in there. Produced in a factory where peanuts, gluten, soybeans, milk, mango, and tree nuts are also handled. Oh, I'm not worried about that. But if you are, now you know. So, let's crack open our Pocas Taiwan Classic Bubble Tea Brown Sugar with Tapioca Pearls and see what ultimately we have in here. Are they going to be like proper boba? And even then, how will they be because they're in a can? Or is this going to be more of that horrible crystal stuff? Like, I was going to name check one of them, but I mean, literally every one of them I've done has been that same crystal boba stuff. Oh, I'm seeing like dark looking shapes. And of course, as happens in all these, it's stuck to the can. Well, they're the right color. You can see them down there in the bottom. They're the right color boba, so let's give it a sniff. Doesn't smell quite like the brown sugar tea that I made. Well, I mean, when I make it myself, I make it with Earl Grey, so it's obviously not going to smell like that. But it doesn't smell like the other kind of instant and canned brown sugar teas that we've tried. It's got a different scent to it. Maybe a little bit more like the Thai tea kind of a scent. It's still black tea, obviously, but it smells a little different. Let's give it a try. Yep, it's that same kind of pearl. They're darker colored, but yeah, it's that same kind of Superball rubbery. It's not crystal, clearly, because it's not like white, but yeah, it's got that same sort of rubber, like wet Superball texture to it, which I mean, I kind of expected that. I mean, to be honest, I was hopeful. I saw them on the can, and I'm like, oh, maybe this time. No, I was wrong. Let's try the tea on its own, though. Yeah, tea's fine. Taste of tea, taste of sweet. It feels like it's missing something, though. And again, maybe it's just because I usually make it with Earl Grey instead of like just normal tea. Yeah, the tea is absolutely fine, but it does feel like it's missing something to me. It's like just, there's some flavor note that's just not there. Maybe it's just not enough brown sugar flavor in it. Like, you get that flavor from the brown sugar syrup. I think it's just not quite enough of that. It's not that it's not sweet enough, it's definitely sweet enough. If anything, it could taste a little bit more of tea and a little bit less of sweet, but I feel like some of the flavor of like the brown sugar is missing. Maybe that's it. But it's definitely sweet. If you like sweet things, that's a plus. It's just something, and I think it might be some of that brown sugar syrup, at least the way they are simulating it, or maybe it's because it's Taiwan tea. Maybe the brown sugar syrup is just, or the brown sugar is meant to taste different because it's from a different, or it's inspired by a different company. This is actually distributed by Pocas International, South Hackensack, New Jersey. Best before. I just bought this. It better not be expired. Yeah, 2025, plenty of time. Is there anything? Made in Taiwan. So maybe that's the difference. Maybe just in Taiwan. I mean, it does say Taiwan Classic on the front. I'm going to assume it's just some sort of a difference of region and how they make them. Now, the tea is fine. The boba is disappointing, which isn't terribly surprising. I guess if I'm going to drink canned boba teas, I just need to get used to that, huh? It's like chewing on a mouthful of little tiny superballs. It's not what I want out of my boba. Oh well. Hope at least the caffeine kick out of this will get me through the rest of the day and I can make better life choices in the future. So if you found this at all interesting or entertaining, if you did, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.